Today I want to show you how to make a butterfly Zentangle. And I've got a couple things that will work for you. First of all, there's a butterfly template you're going to need, and you also need to use Adobe Photoshop. So if you don't already have this on your dock the way I do, you can go to Go, Application, and then go to Adobe Photoshop. And this is not the program, this is just a folder it's in. So if I click on this little arrow, there it is, and if I just double click, it pops up like that, and now I'm in Photoshop. Okay, so go back here. So I'm in the calendar, and I'm going to download this butterfly template. So I'm going to go to Google Drive, and there it is. And if I click on this little arrow right here with a line underneath it, I'll download that. And there it is. And for some reason, it automatically opened it in Photoshop for me. I'm not quite sure why. That's what I wanted it to do. But if that doesn't happen for you, what you can do is it's in your downloads. And the way you're going to see it is if you click somewhere on your desktop, so you see Finder at the top, go to File, New Finder window, and go to your downloads folder. You might have to hunt a little bit for this. There it is. It's called Wings Template. And then you could just take this and if you double click on it, I believe it'll automatically open it up in Photoshop. But if it doesn't, you can just mouse down and drag it directly to Photoshop and it'll open it that way. But I already have mine open. Now, this looks a little weird because I'm giving you a choice of 3 wings. So if you're like, well, I want to see them individually and then decide, great, no problem. You're going to go to your layers template or your layers panel right here. And you can see there's an eyeball next to 3 layers. One's called Wings 1, one's called Wings 2, and one's called Wings 3. So if I click off the eyeball on Wings 2 and 3, I only see Wings 1. And remember, you're just looking at half a butterfly. We're going to take your design and copy it and then flip it. That's why you're only seeing half. And I'm saving you some time. So that's Wings 1, this is Wings 2, and this is Wings 3. So you have to decide, well, which one do you want to use? I think I'm going to use Wings 3, so I'm going to click on that. So it's visible, and I've highlighted it in blue. And now what I need to do is get a Zentangle that I want to use to design. And just to show you where to go, I'm going to grab one of the ones from class. So if I go back to the calendar, go back to Google Drive, you'll notice in Google Drive there is a folder now called Zentangles. There it is. So if I click on that, these are all the scanned Zentangles from people in class. There they are. And if I go ahead and I can pick one, I'm going to pick Juliana's. So many good choices. Okay. And this is from one of her smaller Zentangles, the 3x3s that we did earlier. And again, I'm going to download it. And there it is. And I'm going to click on this little arrow, say Show in Finder. And then what I want to do is I'll just bring this, drag it into Photoshop like that. And there it is. Now it's on a separate document, and I want to bring part of it over to my Wings template. So what I'm going to do is decide what I want. By the way, Command plus zooms in, Command minus zooms out. So I think I'm just going to grab, so many good choices here. I'll grab this right now by using the rectangular marquee tool. And then I'm going to make this a selection by going to Edit Copy, go back to Wings Template, which is right here, Edit Paste. And there we go. It's in there. And I can't see my butterfly anymore. That's too bad. So I'm noticing that my layer 1, which is the layer that has my Zentangle on it, is above Wings 3. So I'm going to mouse down and drag it down. So now I can actually see it. Now you don't have to stick with exactly what you see here. If I go to my Move tool, which is right there, and I click Show Transform Controls, make sure that's selected, I can move this around. I could also, if I go to the corner here and get that round thing, I can rotate it. So, you know, to me, like that's just more interesting personally. I just really like the way that looks when I rotate it like that. And it's getting a little bit of each design. So I also like that. So I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to hit the checkbox right here. And in the next video, I'll show you how to then take this and copy it and make an exact replica of it over here so you get a full butterfly.